Alright, Double Dippers, this is day 7. It's gonna probably be our last day here. Yesterday, you probably noticed that it kind of just cut out in the middle of yesterday. It's because we got rained out for most of it, so we didn't get to do a whole lot in the later part of the day. But now we're going to Bad Biscuit, right?
Yep.
We're going to Bad Biscuit.
The place we went yesterday, but we didn't really announce that we were going there. We just showed our food with no context. But now there's gonna be context.
This Kona, all naked and happy. He wants the camera. But yeah, so that's our plan for today, and then we'll go to the beach for our last day at Hilton Head. It definitely, since it rains so much, we're not even gonna try for the cove. It's already 10 o'clock anyway, so it'll definitely be way too, like, the tide will be too far in, and it'll just be way too murky to see anything. So unfortunately, it's a good thing that we at least got in those first few days to get to see a lot of cool stuff there. Alright, we're here at the Bad Biscuit. We got our own little weird kind of room here in the back of the additional seating. Grant, Nana, and Laura, well actually I don't know if Laura's coming, but Grant, Nana, and Kona are on their way at least. Kiki's here, she just went to go grab something real quick. I ordered the hot chicken. It was like chicken with spicy. Oh, we're getting our stuff now. So as I was saying, I got the hot shot chicken. There it is. Here's my hand for reference to how big it is. And there's Mommy's, what is that? Biscuits and gravy?
Yeah, and something else in it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna dig in. This has got like spicy honey. It had a whole bunch of really good sun stuff. Obviously it's got fried chicken, but spicy honey was really what interested me. Mmm. Mmm. Got it on my hands a little bit, but what can you expect with a big biscuit like this? You want to try it, Kiki?
Yep. Where do you start here?
You start wherever.
How did you eat any of this?
There was chicken like hanging off the edge. I haven't actually bitten any biscuit yet.
Okay. You need that piece? Alright. That's good. Is that hot sauce?
It's spicy honey.
Mm.
Oh, there's also pimento cheese. That's the other thing. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. There's a big emphasis on like games and board games as a part of like their design, because you obviously see the foosball table here, but they had like a Pac-Man or something like that out in the lobby, and you can see the golf game right over there. So they've got an interesting theme going on here. I think it looks cool, except for this room's kind of weird. Like it's really empty. They need more stuff. They used to just put a bunch of stuff on these shelves. So they got these just weird pictures right now. You want some biscuit, Kona? Papa Greg not sharing his biscuit with you?
Here. Here. Wait.
What did you get today?
We got custom biscuit. We got a combination of our 2 orders from yesterday. So we got the eggs, the scrambled eggs from the Bad Benny on the hot shot.
And the holiday sauce.
Yeah, the hollandaise sauce is gonna be on the side.
So I've eaten a lot on this trip, but this biscuit might be it.
Clap your hands.
Well, to be fair to me, I did eat another breakfast before, so I thought we were going straight to the beach. So I did have cereal before this.
Whoa.
So,
Clap your hands.
also, I want to point out that this is a picture of Avatar right here, Pandora. So Grant, tell us what this is.
Wrap.
Yeah.
Look at that biscuit on the bottom. Mountain.
Oh, it's a whole biscuit.
It's a whole biscuit. Holy crap, man. Okay, Grant, you want to go find another fork so that we can.
They used to be
And another
I'm
plate?
in the least possible place to get
I
it.
got you.
Okay.
Just give me a minute.
Will you ask them for either like a bowl, a plate, and like a fork?
Okay, so wait, what do you want? Tell me exactly what you want.
Extra fork, extra plate.
Thank you. Okay. Do you need a knife?
Yes.
You have a knife. You have one knife.
We have one, that's fine.
What are you pouring on it?
hollandaise sauce.
Oh. So that's the chicken from the hot shot. You got the egg.
And
then
honey
this-
from the hot shot.
And honey.
The egg and hollandaise is from the Bad Benny.
Well, there it is. Dig in.
Who's this? Yeah, what song?
Is that everything you dreamed of, Hannah?
It's really good.
Going to playing foosball.
I know the lead singer.
Is it everything you dreamed of, Grant?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to call it a day on my hot shot here. I think that's as far as I can go. So after Bad Biscuit, we had to go back to like the harbor area, cause that night whenever it was all dark and raining and stuff, whenever Kiki and I went to, whenever we went back in the dark, we told Grant and Laura to stay back when we picked them up. Since they had Kona, we didn't want them biking back with Kona in the dark. But that meant we had to go back and get their bikes at some point. So that's what we're doing now. Grant, Kiki, and me are getting Grant, Anna, and Laura's bikes and taking them back. At least you get to see how nice this place looks to bike around during the day. Alright, figured that on our last day here, I'd show you how we get to the beach from our hotel. So, oh, there goes my hat. So Royal Dunes is just right behind us. We just left the parking lot. So I'll just kind of give you a little time lapse of us getting to the beach. Here at the beach, probably gonna chillax for our last day here. Kind of sad, but at least it's a really nice day today. I mean, it's one of the nicest days we've had so far. There's a breeze too, which is nice, and the sun's out, so let's have some fun. All right, we're here at the beach. We've been finding a lot of sand dollars. What? All right. So we'll give you a little here's how we get sand dollars. You just kind of feel for them with your feet.
It's under
Where you at? Under your left?
This one.
Right here? Oh yeah. So you just kind of feel for it because they're pretty hard and they're always on the surface. So you just kind of feel them with your feet. Then I can just grab them with my feet. It might take a little bit to get a good grip, like right now. It helps if you like use your other foot to.
Oh, the crab's moving off of the live crab to the dead. I mean,
There, found one. That's a really weird. That one's really green.
look at this little crab moving. He moved from the.
Oh look. So look, we found a dead one that's right in half. So I want to show you kind of like, cause look how much more green that one is compared. Cause the other ones are like pink, and then he's green. But look, you can see what the inside of a sand dollar looks like.
Is there something beside of you?
I think it's just something swimming through. It was small.
You feel good about that.
About what?
Something swimming by you? Whoop.
Something swimming by you, Mar?
Yep.
We're fine here. Nothing. But look, that's so crazy. You can. I wish, because obviously there's not much focus on a GoPro, but you get the basic idea of what that looks like on the inside. That's crazy. You don't really see a sand dollar, like a living, that one that was living in half. You usually see them when they're dead in half, because he's recently dead. But, so yeah, that's a sand dollar. We've been seeing a lot of flying fish too, so hopefully we'll be able to show you some of those. This is a big one that I just found. Look at that compared to the size of my hand. Yeah, I think compare that to like one of these over that Is that the, yeah, the green one. Dang, I can't, is he alive? It's kind of hard to tell with some of these.
Let's see.
We're not really experts here.
You can usually
Oh yeah, he's alive.
Okay.
He's breathing. That's cool. Well, good for you, guy. Oh, he's got a really good mark on him too. You can really see his pattern. Yeah. That's cool. All right. Well, I'll put these guys back since they're alive. Some of these we're not sure about, because some of them, even when we did what we did just now, they weren't breathing at all. Obviously, the one cut in half isn't. But we're gonna put them back because we don't have much use for a cut in half one.
We could see the inner workings. All right, what do we got here?
Is he alive? Wait, I think he moved. Let me see. Yeah, he moved. He's alive.
All right, see what we got here.
Usually, I'd be surprised if the small one was dead. Yep, he's alive.
This one's alive. I saw his little mouth shut.
Yeah, look at the spots on him though. Like these red spots. So interesting. He's got a crack on him too, but he's alive.
I think this one is too. Yep.
Alright, they're all alive. All living and healthy. That's good. That's what you want from your sand dollars. What?
Kind of tiny one.
Well, hopefully we see a flying fish. They're usually right about like around here. There's one that jumped right in front of me, but I didn't have the GoPro then, so I couldn't show you. But it was really cool. So here's those crabs that we mentioned. So you can see there's 3 crabs on this guy. He's got a funky pattern to him too. Like he's got about like, it looks like sand, but it's like stuck to him too. Because I saw him yesterday as well. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, I recognize this one because I mean, unless it's just like a common pattern to some of these guys. But it's just such a weird looking situation they got. But I mean, his other side looks normal. But yeah, it's such interesting, like the way it looks like. It's just like it looks like it's sand stuck to him, you know.
I lost it. I must kick them away very easily. I'm not good at this.
I'm the expert sand dollar catcher here.
I'm the kicker awayer.
Also, just for reference, for those of you who are coming from like the Royal Dunes area, your entrance to the beach will be like right there, right next to the Westin here.
Dark and light green.
Yeah, between the dark and light green place, because this is the Westin, and you come out to this little side entrance here.
Royal Dunes does offer a free golf cart shuttle to the beach, so keep that in mind if you don't have a bike or you don't want to walk.
Yeah, it's also good for like handicap accessibility and things like that as well. Here's another guy with one of these funky, it's like sand stuck to him. I wonder what that, like, if that is just sand, like why it is it's like stuck to them like that, you know what I mean? It's interesting, you don't see that in like most sand dollars, but there's a few where it's just like, it's stuck to them hard. I mean, I don't want to try to get up because I don't want to scratch them or anything, but I imagine it wouldn't just come off easily. We got a smooth baby sand dollar here. So that's what we're saying. If you come out here, you're gonna find, you would think that like with the stingrays and the horseshoe crabs, you're gonna have to go all the way out there. So that's what I was saying before, is like if you come out here, then you bike all the way to where you can't even see it from here, but you'll see some rocks, and right past the rocks is what we call the cove. Which it probably isn't a cove, but that's a whole other story. That's just what we call it, so what we've taken to calling it. But if you want to see horseshoe crabs and stingrays, you gotta go out there. But sand dollars are just all along here. So are flying fish. We haven't seen any since I've got the GoPro with me, but I'm sure we'll see some flying fish eventually. Hopefully up close, because obviously if they're way out there, you won't be able to see them. But yeah, no matter where you go on the beach, you're gonna see something at Hilton Head.
Whoa, he's got a divot.
Oh wow, look at that. He's like, yeah, he's like pressed. I don't know how you can see it on the camera, but he's got an indent on him.
Oh, here's a little one. Ow. That's sharp.
It's probably the thing I stepped on earlier.
Ow. I think it just cut my toe.
Oh, that's nice.
I think I lost it. Nope.
Let's see this guy. He's so mean.
Give me a minute. Pins and needles. Nope.
You dropped him?
He's here. I tell him what I'm gonna pick up. He's just a little fella, but he is spiky.
Yeah, you can see his spikes on him.
Oh man.
See that all the way around. That's another thing you should probably know, is that some of these guys are really spiky.
And this stuff
so
right
if you just
here
grab them, you're just gonna
leaves a residue.
Oh wow.
Stains your hands.
Well, I don't have any of that, but some of these. No, I'm good. So be careful when you're picking these guys up because you'll get poked by some of them. I got poked really hard earlier by one. Like it's not soap. Like we don't know. Like I know you said you probably. What was that?
What was what?
Something just touched me. I did not appreciate that.
Maybe it was just a sand dollar.
I hope so. Found another spiky one. Here, hold him up. Oh, I guess you're trying to.
No, here, take that.
Look at that. He is.
Really happened now.
What?
Something. Ooh, la la la.
Did something get you?
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get a sand dollar.
Oh.
What is
It's
it?
a fish. It's a fish found by us.
Let me get a minute.
But you can see this guy spikes a lot better now. Also, you can't focus with the GoPro, but it's kind of, even if it's blurry, you can get the idea of how sharp those spikes are. There's another one. Oh, he's got a crab on top. No, is that just a, oh, it's a cut on him. Oh, that's touched me again. A lot of more activity out in the beach today. So were they right next to each other?
Yeah.
That one's, look at that. Got another indent, like, and he's got like the gale. What do you call those, spikes or whatever?
I guess.
But they like goes in. Like he has like a weird mouth on his side.
Look at the little crab out there.
Oh yeah.
What is touching my feet? What is touching my feet? I wonder if that's a flying fish. Might take a break for a minute.
What happened, Molly?
Something swimming around my waist. Didn't care for that.
All right, there's a flying fish. Oh,
There he is.
there he goes.
Coming to us.
Yeah, it's coming towards us.
Oh boy.
See where he goes from here.
Up right in front of our face. Kissing my hands.
Oh,
Lost him.
he stopped. Well, at least you got to see him jump up once.
Did
But-
you?
Yeah, I saw it on camera.
Oh, okay, so I think one's headed out this way.
I didn't see it that time. Maybe the camera saw it.
It's a little further away.
They were pretty up close earlier, and you could really see like the fish itself. But let's keep our eyes peeled. Just as the flying fish have come, so have Grant, Naw, and Laura and Kona. You know, they're coming in the water here. He's waving at us. So. Hey, Kona.
Hey, Ian, put this in your Velcro pocket. I don't have one.
Hey, Kona. Hey. Hey, Kona, you see the sand dollar?
Look what Ian's got.
Careful with it.
Don't let him get poked.
He won't.
Oh, it's got a crab on it.
Oh, snap.
All right, put him back. Here, let's give him to Mommy. Mommy.
No.
You can see the markings on this guy a little bit better.
Okay, now I'm sure.
He's pretty big. Got one crab on him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Kona. Hey. Alright. Here we go.
Don't go to the shoes.
Hey, you backing your train out?
Connor, are you going backwards, man? So your butt hits Daddy's home? You went back and forth there, man. There we go.
Oh, what's going on, Kona?
You see the videos where people like pick up sand and they like make a castle out of it just by dripping it out of their hands? Oh,
I see what
babe,
that
it's all
is.
over his stuff.
No.
Babe. It's not facing him.
What?
Turn it more this way. Now up. There you go. A little
Hey Kona, did you have fun in the water? Did you like eating the sand?
Kona. He's like, I want more. No.
He wants more sand.
More sand.
The best place for him to play was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday, no, that wasn't yesterday, that was the day before yesterday. We went to the cove and there's a shallow area. So if you have a bike and you get a kid's bike, go down there. There's a really great shallow area where it's not murky or anything like that. It's a really nice area for like babies like that to play. But I think we're getting ready to pack up. So that'll be it for the beach, for our beach trip. Be showering, packing up to leave tonight, and then we'll be heading to Jim and Nick's. All right, we just finished packing up in our room. We're almost completely like officially checked out of Royal Dunes. We're here in the car with Kona, waiting for his parents to come down so they can put him in his car seat in their car because they're still packing up. They're getting the last few things. We're all packed up in here. Got everything in the trunk there. And we're almost ready to head to Jim and Nick's, so we'll see you there. So we're here at Jim and Nick's, and we got worried for a bit because we didn't see what we get every time. Well, we've only been here once before, but it's called a double-decker. And it's beef brisket and pulled pork on a sandwich together. And we didn't see it in the menu, so we got worried. So we asked the lady, and it turns out you have to ask for it. It's not on the menu, but they still have it and they still serve it. So don't worry, if you're looking for your double-decker, they still have it here. We got our, what are these, cheese biscuits? We got those now. Grand Honor on their way.
Came there and brought a thing of water and then water
Hey, Grand, you're the last bite of the mac and cheese. So it's not enough to pack.
We are now leaving Jim and Nick's. This is the first time we got to eat inside. Last year it was COVID, so they were only doing to go. We actually ate in the parking lot here at Jim and Nick's. So it was actually a really nice atmosphere inside. The food wasn't, for me, it wasn't as good as I remember it being last year. It's still really good, like a barbecue brisket burger, which you can't get at, not burger, but sandwich, which you can't get at many places. But I think what it was that the meat seemed a lot more dry to me this time around. I think that might have been, might have put just like a bunch of sauce on it last year. I can't remember exactly, it's been a year. But I just noticed the meat was a lot, you don't want like barbecue and brisket to be dry, you know? Especially when the whole point of the place, like we slow cook our meats and all that. But again, still good, but not as good as I remember it being. Still highly recommend the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese at like every barbecue type place is always the best mac and cheese, and there's no exception here. It's really good mac and cheese here at Jim and Nick's. So I definitely still recommend stopping by. So that's the end of our Hilton Head trip. Now it's just the 4+ hour drive back home. It is now 6:30. We plan to get home around 11-ish. We'll see, depending on traffic and all of that. But I guess now I'll just kind of give like just a brief summary of our overall trip. So we stayed at the Royal Dunes Hotel, right? Resort? Was it
Resort?
Royal Dunes though, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, we stayed at the Royal Dunes Resort. It was really good. Would you say it was good for like the price and all that, Molly?
Absolutely.
So yeah, it was
3 bedroom, 3 bath. 3 bedroom, 3 bath with 2 master bedrooms, and you cut off, I think.
No, it's just the camera does that.
Oh. So it was very good, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a pretty good price. It's really close to the ocean as well. It was only like a maybe 5-minute bike ride, and maybe even not even 10-minute walk to the water from your hotel. There's a lot of cool stuff that they got. Like we got the free burgers, and there was a free breakfast, but the breakfast wasn't as good. We didn't even go to it. But the burgers were really good. They had like movies by the pool and stuff like that, and a lot of cool stuff there. So definitely recommend staying there. Again, the only problems would be the AC. My room was good because it was smaller, so it held the air a lot better. So I was actually cold some nights, but I know everyone else did not experience that problem. They experienced the problem of being heat because there was a lot more space to cover as far as the air conditioning went. Also, if this is something you're concerned about, the doors to the hall, because there's like your door for your entrance, and there's like the hall door. The hall doors open. They have like a room key thing, but you can pull them and they'll open. So if that's like something that concerns you, just know that's not actually secure. Only your door is secure, which is all I really asked for. So I'm not really. If anything, I kind of prefer it to be that you can get into the hall, because then you can knock on the door if you don't have a key and someone will let you in because you forgot your key or whatever.
Are you going
But that's the Royal Dunes for the most part. It's not much to say. It's nice space for the price and all that, because we paid, I think she said we paid like $1,000 for the whole week, so that's pretty good. So yeah, overall recommend staying at the Royal Dunes Resort. We had a lot of fun this week. There's Grant. I don't know what he's doing, because we're leaving, so we're getting all our stuff together to make sure we're all good. I mean, the beach was good. We did get rained out quite a lot, but that's just the beach. And honestly, the beach was good. We did get rained out quite a lot, but that's just how the beach is. Honestly, as far as beach trips go, it's probably like the least rain we've gotten in the week. Would you say that, Mai?
Well, I just feel like we had afternoon thunder showers, which is normal. We never got rained out of not going to the actual beach for
Yeah.
a day.
There was never a day where we didn't get to go to the beach, which is more than you can say about a lot of beach trips. So that's nice. And yeah, it was mostly the afternoon. So just kind of meant you had to cut your day short, not cut it all together. Because usually by the afternoons when you start to leave the beach anyway. So it did work out in that sense. So yeah, the beach was nice. The cove was really cool. We saw a lot of cool stuff down there. So I'm glad we discovered that. However, I guess it would have been 2 years ago that we first discovered that place. I don't remember. Again, last year and the year before kind of get mixed up. You wouldn't think it would because of COVID, but it just does. It just gets mixed up. The food was really good. Hudson's was the best place that we went to. Both for like the atmosphere, because it gives you, there's like the fishing vessel. I forgot to look up what it's called. Fishing vessel. But whatever that thing is that they use to get the food for it, it's really cool. It's really nice to stay at. Hudson. So again, in terms of the atmosphere, but also the food itself, even though again I wouldn't pay $30 for anything. The swordfish was good, but the char-grilled, that's not a word. The char-grilled oysters were really good. Those are some of the best oysters. I've just gotten into oysters, but those were some of the best that I've had, which isn't saying much, but they were good oysters. I like them a lot. The pub that we went to, that place was really good. Even though there was nobody there, I really enjoyed the cottage pie that I got, but I really enjoyed that blackened burger. That blackened burger was really good. That was one of the best things I've had this week. Even though we actually split it between the three of us, so it was me, my mom, and my dad. We split it. I would honestly say that's like top 3 things that we've had this week. Top 3 best. That was really good. The Bad Biscuit, really enjoyed that place, even though I couldn't finish it. It is a big biscuit, so I would definitely say just get 1 biscuit for 2 people. I'd say that's a pretty good ratio. I don't think you can split it between 3 people, but definitely 2 people. Like 1 biscuit for 2 people, that's a good ratio. There's Hudson's. We just ate at Jim and Nick's. I gave you my thoughts on that. There were cockroaches in the bathroom though, so the bathroom wasn't the most sanitary, even though the rest of the restaurant was good. Where else did we eat this week? Oh, Frozen Moo, the ice cream place, really good. Pricey, very pricey, but very good. You do get a lot. It's not like you're getting completely ripped off. You are paying a lot. Just know that going into it, you're gonna be paying a lot for ice cream. Good ice cream, really good ice cream. A lot of selections, over 92 flavors, but it is very pricey ice cream. But I would, if that's within your budget, I would recommend it. Although if you're coming to Hilton Head, I imagine it would be in your budget, because Hilton Head's pretty fancy overall. Oh yeah, the street meat, American street meat place that was by the pub, they had the fried Twinkie and fried Oreo. Those were good as well, especially to the price. They gave you a lot of ice cream, and that was, honestly, I would pay that much just for, maybe not for, I'll pay like half, but it was a pretty good like ice cream to fried Oreo ratio for the price that you're getting. All right, where else did we go to eat? Way back, that was the other place I was trying to remember that we ate. That was like the first dinner place that we ate out at. That place was really good. That's consistent as always. We got the 9-patty burger, which was really good. I mean, it tastes like kind of like a Shake Shack burger, like that type of, like, it's not unique to that place, but it's a good burger. Like, it's a top quality burger, and to get a 9-patty version was really cool. The shakes were really cool too. The Oreo mud pie that we got, that was a really good milkshake, even though I could barely drink any of it because of the 9-patty burger. But that, definitely recommend Way Back Burgers. That's a top, what's the word I'm looking? Not top tier, top notch. That is a top notch establishment, so definitely recommend Way Back. Then Rita's, it's like a chain, but it's a really cool place to have by the beach to get your gelatis and all that, to get your custard and your Italian ice right by the beach. Even though we never went to, is it Caligni? What's that place called?
Had all the people with
My.
I'm thinking,
Colony, whatever,
Beach?
whatever the how you pronounce. I think it's like Colony or something like that. The main beach at Hilton Head. We never went there, but if you're going there, I definitely recommend stopping by Rita's. And that whole shopping center is a lot of cool stuff there. Yeah, we usually go to that beach, but this time because we had beach access to that more somewhat secluded beach, which was still really busy, but we went there for the whole trip. We had, again, recommend Rita's. Don't recommend the beignets at Disney's Hilton Head, because those were disappointing. Even as someone who liked them, I wouldn't. First of all, because right now you can only go to Hilton Head Resort if you're staying there. I think they're limiting it to off-site guests because obviously Grant was asked to leave when they found out he didn't have a room. But I wouldn't recommend making your way out there just for those beignets. Even though I like them, they weren't anything to write home about. Is there any other desserts? Oh, I already said frozen moo.
That first day's ice cream.
What was the first day ice cream?
Colony Beach. We pulled in.
When it was, what are you talking about?
Me and you went, and you got that.
Yeah, I already talked about that. That's frozen moo, right? You're talking about, right?
What?
Frozen moo, you're talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If there's any other places, maybe I'll add them later. But you've already seen them at this point in the vlog. I'm just trying to recollect on a full stomach right now. Recollect, whatever. But so yeah, that was our trip. I had a lot of fun this week. It was a lot of fun to kind of step in front of the camera and be the vlogger, the main vlogger for this week for you all, and not to just be an editor. I hope I wasn't completely off the rails or anything like that. It was a pretty informative but also entertaining vlog. I mean, that's what anyone strives for, really. So we're heading home now. We'll see y'all guys in the next one. I think the next one's going to be Grant and Anna going to Disney. So you have that to look forward to. And we'll see you then, Double Dippers.